So folks, this is the resort we are staying at for $13 a night. It's pretty nice. It is right on the river, and it is about 5-minute walk from the bridge. Come down here by the river. Our $13 humble abode. It's right here. Comes with fancy air conditioner, I hope. Jet and I are going to have to tag team that bed, but it's wide enough, it's fine. It's a very small room. Jet, say hello.
Hi.
Little hanging in the closet area. And here we are. Our bathroom. Including everyone's favorite, the bum gun. Now I'll take you down to the river so you can see what that looks like. All right. First I'll get you a shot of the outside. There's a bunch of these little cottage-like things here. It's just literally just a few steps from the river here. So I'm very interested to see what it's going to be like. Maybe I'll catch my dinner tonight here out on the open waters. I don't think I'll be swimming here though. Oh, there's fish. I can see fish. So here it is. I see fish. So here it is where we're staying. Jet, come here. Jet and I will report back tomorrow on how the digs were. We are in Kanchanaburi, Thailand.
Yep.
All right, we're at Kanchanaburi by the River Kwai. Here's the market. And here is the bridge. At a beautiful sunset here in far western Thailand. Bridge on the River Kwai. Local town here. The river. The bridge. Tons of people here today. It is a Saturday. Everybody and their grandmother is out here today on this beautiful Saturday. It is a warm one. It was in the lower 90s and humid. Looks like they're playing bingo over there or something. The beautiful sunset right over there. And you can see the mountains in the distance. Oops. So here is the middle of the bridge, looking at the river. A bit of a party town here. Not really. bridge on the River Kwai. Actually, I believe this is rebuilt, right, Jet? The old Buddha here. I can't do that. Why can't I zoom it in?
Oh, you gotta press that button, and then
there's that beautiful image there in the sunset. And the lady over here is really yelling over here at the prisoner of war camp for some reason. Big party going on over there. We're just having a river of a good old time here.
yeah.
It's pretty cool though, because this is our first mountainous area we've been in since we've been in Southeast Asia. All right, people, there you go. Folks, we have a bit of the Bird Olympics here. I'm just gonna film it here. You heard it first from the Spec Trek channel. This is the Thai Bird Olympics. Thai Bird Olympics. Watch. Oh, there they are. The birds are going. Oh! Number 20. What's the winner? All day.
นี่ครับหมายเลข 4เรามาดูคู่นี้ครับผมหมายเลข 10ครับ
Bird Olympics
นกกับสมุทรสาครนกเกมเทกับ
Bird Olympics here. Bird Olympics.
เมื่อพร้อมแล้วนี่เป็นวันอยู่นะ
We have the Bird Olympics here. Bridge and River Kwai, Bird Olympics. Big crowd here too for the Bird Olympics tonight. Well, there you go, folks. Brought to you by Spec Trek. Trek Spec, whatever we're called. We are in Kanchanaburi looking at the Art Gallery War Museum, right by the bridge on the River Kwai. Here's one of the old original trains. This is one of the many museums here.
I've been there and I've done it. All the things that I ever wanted to do. And I have no regrets. I mean, the fact that I was a prisoner of war was just a blip in my life, like, you know.
There's a lot of information. There's a cat up there, if you can see that. Jet likes his cats. Yep, there's a kitty on top. A lot of cats and dogs you see. It's pretty cool. Look at this big behemoth of a building. All part of the museum. Our train ride down here was pretty good too. It was about 2 hours and 30 minutes the train ride to get here from Bangkok. You could hear them whistling in the back, the bridge on the River Kwai. I'm just going to give you a kind of a brief tour of this and not do too long. We're going to hit a lot of museums. I don't know if I'll splice together all these videos or if I'll do short videos. Small plane that I believe was a reconnaissance plane where they would check out to see what was going on. and it leads right out here to the river. And there is the bridge on the River Kwai itself, right there. We just saw a train go across it earlier today, which is pretty neat. You have a lot of these long-tail boats and all kind of watercraft on this river floats pretty much up until about 10 o'clock at night. In the evening, they have party boats that go on this river. People dance on them. It's kind of strange. Jet and I were kind of talking about that yesterday, of how strange it is to have party boats on a river that had so much horrific things happen, but I guess that's progression sometimes. So that is kind of a quick tour here of this museum, which is called Jet? The JEATH War Museum. JEATH. Yeah, I know, I'm not going all the way in. Yeah, I'm not going to go all the way in because I have to take my shoes off to go all the way in, but you guys get the gist of that. Now, don't I sound like I'm from Wisconsin? Now, don't you know? So anyways, this museum is small but pretty cool. You could probably hit this museum in good detail in about an hour. So far, Jet and I are having a, what kind of trip, Jet? An awesome trip. Look at the camera.
Good trip. Good trip.
Very good trip. Okay. Thank you for watching. Folks, we are north of Kanchanaburi by about an hour on Hellfire Pass, which was one of the most treacherous diggings they had to do with the Death Railroad. And here we go. We're heading out. Over 60,000 people helped build this, POWs, and 12,500 died during that process due to hard labor, poor food conditions, sickness, torture, things like that. It was horrific. And we kind of do history here so we don't repeat itself. So Jet and I are on the trail now. Beautiful oversights, but I can only imagine what it was like breaking through this rock. All by hand.
Dynamite.
Well, but they had dynamite, but they mainly pick an axe. They were doing a lot of stuff with.
Well, you have to drill the hole first, put the dynamite in.
And they were monitored by the Japanese, who were mainly engineers in building railroads, and they were taught by the British, I believe, right?
To build railroads?
Yeah, because they went to school for engineering, I think, in Britain, if I remember right.
Maybe.
Anyways, we will get back and we will show more as we progress along our trip. So they still have a little piece of what appears to be the old track in place here. As you can see on the ground here. And there's memorials here that people have brought, remembering their loved ones. Imagine carving that out. Imagine carving that out with just dynamite, bare hands, and human ability. Unfortunately, it was done with POWs and forced labor. Here are some flags of the different countries who were POWs here in building this railway. This monument here, the Burma Thai Railway. Now, this is the end of the easy trail. Jet and I are going to track down the more difficult trail now.
Yep.
And it starts with this little walkway. It definitely has some beautiful overviews. Here, I'll zoom in on the trail ahead a little bit and you can see.
There definitely used to be a bridge here that's since eroded away, collapsed.
So we're at one of the overlooks here at Hellfire Pass, and Jet's going to tell you a little bit about some items here. And when I'm doing that, I'm going to show you some of the mountainous terrain, and the haze you see is pollution because it's burning season here.
Yeah, they're burning all their garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then they burn some of the backbrush the farmers do.
Yeah. So, well, we're on, how far along do you think we are? Like, how many minutes do you think we've been out on this path?
I have no idea, Jet.
We've been out for 20 minutes maybe. It's really nice here, but you can see lots of the cuttings, which is when a mountain is too steep for a train to climb. Okay, here, let me restart. Basically, whenever they... Okay, let me start again. Oh, okay. Trains can only go up very shallow angles. They can't travel up steep hills because the rails are made of metal and the wheels are made of metal, so it can get very slippery very easily. So you need to flatten out all the ground in order to make a railroad. So in order to build this railroad, they needed to carve out mountains and build a railroad. They needed to blow up the mountain, make it flat, so the train could pass. And that takes a lot of effort and work. You can see the mountains and just how steep it would have been. You can get an idea. But it takes very demanding labor. You're supposed to eat about 4,000 calories for this kind of hard labor, which of course they weren't getting. They were getting, on paper, about 2,000 calories, which is already bad enough. You're supposed to eat twice that much, but in reality they usually got a little over half of that, which is very bad. I see it usually as they viewed the workers as kind of like a tube of toothpaste, where they would squeeze out as much work as possible until they were just shriveled up, dead, dying, and then they would just kind of throw them away. They'd bury them. Gone. Their usefulness is over. We don't care anymore. I don't know, yeah. So that's how they built this railway, with all this with slave labor and POW labor. I think I'm done. That's all I can say here.
Jet thought I should grab a little picture here, or a video of the bamboo here on the trail. And you could see, it appears you could see some of the old Japanese cement that they laid here along the way. I'll show you some of the bamboo now. Not all of it here, but a lot of this here, as you can see, is bamboo. Grows like a weed all the way up. It's super nice to have this shade every once in a while, because it is hot as you can imagine out here right now and humid. And Jet and I are slightly out of shape, so
Yep.
Right, Jet? We're a little out of shape.
We are.
But we're trudging on.
The guide said we should have high physical fitness, and we do not, but we made it anyway. We're gonna make it.
Jet can speak for herself. I have very high physical fitness.
Radio number 14, everything is all right?
Yes, everything's all right.
That was our radio person calling to make sure we're okay on the trail, which Jet just replied to them we were. The main reason I was doing this video is I wanted to show you some of these interesting vines that are growing. I'll show you those now. They're all kind of curvy and nuts. Hopefully this camera does them justice. It's almost like curly hair, like Jet's hair, or Curly's hair for that matter of fact. Pretty interesting. Well, we're almost at the end of the trail, we think.
Show it to 'em.
But we'll have to maybe finish this trail out with you. We'll show you. We think this is the end coming up here. And this is nice and straight. Much of this trail is, you're going up and down, but you can tell the nice railroad track bed that was here one day. And so we're pretty sure this is the end of the Hellfire Pass Trail. You have to carry a radio out here because there's some dangerous areas. And you should be in excellent shape to go on this trail. Jet and I probably fall a little shy of that, but we made it at least this way through. Now we have to trek back. We have to trek back, which probably won't be that much fun because we're already sweating and a little tired out. You gotta remember it's hot and humid here, and every day we've been walking many miles. So good exercise for us, and Jet and I could both use it, but it looks like we are, I believe, at the end of the trail here. We'll see here. I see the sign coming up.
Yeah, it says completion.
Completion. You want to read that? Freeze the frame. Otherwise, Jet and I will say thanks for following us on our journey through Hellfire Pass, and we'll probably do a little electro here to let you know more about it. Love you guys.